Hello, and welcome back to Animal Audit Corner. This month, as you know, is Mental Health Awareness Month, or week, or whatever. And today we're going to dive into another heartbreaking story since it's Mental Wellness Month. Whitney Mills was a Scientologist that's from Florida who died in the hands of Scientology, like Lisa McPherson and others before her. She was known for having mental health issues, like Lisa McPherson did. Mills was well known for having a connection to Dr. Minkoff when she died. She was known for committing suicide in May 2022 when she shot herself. Whitney was also known for having a career as a real estate agent in Clearwater, Florida. Scientology should be held accountable for not only Whitney Mills' death, but they should be held responsible for every other death that was around in that organization. Whitney Mills was born on December 7th, 1981 in Clearwater, Florida, to Lila and Donald Mills. She also grew up with a brother. Both her parents would raise her and her brother in Clearwater. She also attended high school in Clearwater and then attended college. After attending college, she would eventually get her real estate license. But little did she know her future was going to change for the worst. She had a great outlook in life, but it would go downhill from there when she got into Scientology. Then around 2007, Whitney Mills joined the Church of Scientology when she was 26. She would move up the ranks so fast in that organization and make it all the way up to OT8, which would be Operation Thetan. But the only thing is, it would take Mills 12 years to get to that rank, and that fast a person can go, which would be 12 years. And to move up each rank would cost about $250,000. And the average person does not have that much money. Then after she moved up through the ranks in Scientology, that's where Whitney Mills' mental health started to decline. Right after she went through each and every rank, her mental health started to deteriorate. After her mental health started to deteriorate, she was begging for help. Scientology took control over Whitney's mental health and started to prohibit her from seeing any psychiatrist. Then they had Whitney see Dr. David Minkoff, who happened to be the Scientologist that would start to treat her. As we recall, he had pronounced Lisa McPherson dead when 3 Scientologists brought her to him before pronouncing her dead. Then a medical board had revoked his medical license. Then he would get it back. Then he was put on probation for about a year. He would diagnose her with Lyme disease and would treat all the symptoms she never even had. This is Whitney Mills. Then one day, Whitney's symptoms would spiral out of control, and then she set herself on fire, then had shot herself. And this is while she was begging for help within Scientology. Her brother heard gunshots and broke down the door, then saw her hair burnt up. Then he called paramedics. Then they would arrive and load her up in the back of their emergency vehicle and took her straight to the hospital. When the paramedics got to the hospital, they unloaded Whitney and took her into the emergency room, where they pronounced her dead at 3:55, May 13, 2022. Then that's how Whitney Mills died, in the hands of Scientology, when she begged for help. And that's how Mills and everybody else in Scientology would live their lives until the day they died. And they made sure of that too, because they managed to keep everybody there. And if anyone tries to leave, they would stop them at the door. And at the end, if anyone wants to leave Scientology, they would have to plan that ahead of time. Because like I mentioned, if they try to sneak out with someone's present, if she knew there was somebody there, they would never let her out. So they would have to plan it ahead of time. But ultimately, at the end, Whitney Mills was a Scientologist that's from Florida who died in the hands of Scientology. Then nevertheless, around 2007, Whitney Mills would join Church of Scientology when she was 26. Right after she went through each and every rank, her mental health started to deteriorate. One day, Whitney's symptoms would spiral out of control and set herself on fire, then would tragically shoot herself. Where her brother parents, where she would be born in Clearwater, Florida, where her parents would raise her and her brother. Then, nevertheless, around 2007, Mills would join the Church of Scientology when she was 26. Right after she went through each and every rank, her mental health started going down. Where one day Whitney's symptoms would spiral out of control and set herself on fire. Then had shot herself in the process. In conclusion, Scientology would always keep other people from leaving their cult, including Whitney Mills. And the only way they can escape Scientology is to plan it out ahead of time. Or if they end up staying, they would be there until they die. And they would actually see to it that that's what would happen. They would stay there until they die, unless they take a route to escape Scientology. Now, anybody in Scientology who would have a mental illness wouldn't be so good because their symptoms would spiral out of control. And either they're going to hurt somebody or hurt themselves. And it's all because of Scientology's anti-stance against psychiatry, which is not really great because people need it in life when they are ill. And if their mental status is not great, then that's it. At the end, they'll either take somebody else's life or their own lives, or maybe both. And if they hurt somebody, they can wind up in prison. So, mental health care is needed in not only this country, but every other country. And there's nothing Scientology can do to change it because guess what? Psychiatry is always going to be around. And there's nothing they can say or do about it. That should do it for today. Now, if you loved this story or you love this channel, hit the like button below and hit subscribe. Well, see you again tomorrow.